Hey everybody, it's Kenny K here again with another movie that gets an underrated flick called Deadship, which I think was remade. I think so. From 1980. This movie gets a 4.8, it gets a 5.5 from me. You've got George Kennedy, good actor. He plays Captain Ashland. You got Richard Crenna. He's the colonel who was the leader of the battalion of Rambo and others. Nick Mancuso as Nick, the second lieutenant or one of the lieutenants on board of the ship. And you've got the Richard Crenna's family, Trevor Marshall. You've got Margaret, Ben, and Robin. Oh yeah. You got a guy. I'm not sure. It's not Trevor. So the movie starts. What happens is they're on a big cruise liner. Now it's the last ride of Captain Ashland, and he has to retire. He doesn't want to retire. He wants to die on the ship. He doesn't want to retire. He doesn't want to play Monopoly in a home or something. He wants to keep driving a ship. Richard Crenna's character, Trevor Marshall, is gonna be Captain Marshall, and he doesn't like that at all. Now, at some point, a freighter ship is coming their way, and they 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 try to avoid it, but it still changes course towards the ship, and it goes on a frontal collision, destroying the complete cruise liner, and the only ones who survive are Richard Crenna, his family, Captain Ashland, and a guy, I think his name is Trevor, I'm not sure. He's the comedian of the Nick, the second lieutenant, and his girlfriend Lori, also an act on the boat. And they find this fried ship in the middle of the ocean. They've been there on days on end because they have burn wounds all over their face. They're dehydrated. They get on the ship, but the ship is there's something wrong with the ship, and you can already feel it on the fact that it has stairs on the side, and the first guy who gets on the ship is a comedian. He immediately gets killed by a winch that accidentally breaks off and smashes him in the face, and he falls in the water. He drowns. Apparently, it's a German ship. Now, what's found is that it's a ship from 1945, so from the World War II, but it's a freight ship, so it's not a military ship. And at some point, they find a room with all, of course, Hitler memorabilia. Now, the ship itself is the ghost. There's no apparition or something. It's the ghost. The ghost is saying in German to Captain Ashland, bekommen Sie eine Kapitän, become onze Kapitän. That's my bad German, but he's saying basically that they become our captain, become our new Kriserand, Kruger Krieserander or something. Yeah, it's the captain. Become our new captain. And Richard Crenna is giving his family a one of the bunks to rest, get some food, and he and Nick go on a walkabout and search. Lori wants to take a shower, but when she takes a shower, she is covered with blood. There's blood coming out of the shower, and at one point, I really don't know what happens, but at some point she drowns. There, listen, it looks silly, it looks weird. There's also a moment when Nick comes in a room that has a projector, and it shows you everything of the World War II, German soldiers marching, Hitler drinking. Oh, das ist eine Schande. Wir haben die Welt ist von uns. Das ist eine Schande. Wir, Schweinhunden. That's what American Schweinhunden. And he's completely nah. And before he knows it, he's in the hull of the boat, full of dead bodies, and he falls constantly in the water and he drowns between rotting corpses. So it's weird to explain, but apparently the ship is just can manifest, can get them to another place of the ship, and apparently Richard Cerenna's character learns, Trevor Marshall, he's Trevor Marshall, by the way, sorry, he was Trevor Marshall, Captain Marshall. He learns that the ship was an espionage ship for the Germans, because they used it to basically go through the Atlantic, not to, have people, interpreters that can speak English and things like that, but it was actually a ship that took Jewish ships, and they basically tortured Jews and questioned them. So all the bodies that are in the hull are Jewish bodies, bodies of Jews, dead Jews. So that's basically what it is. And then at some point they know they have to get the hell out of there, because the ship is basically an evil entity. So if he takes his family, he wants to take the rubber boat and take a chance for it. But then Captain Marshall is now obsessed by the boat and is the new captain of the boat. So he's using a Springfield .03 rifle of the Germans use with a retractable handle. He's shooting at them. You see, apparently George Kennedy was in the Dirty Dozen, and of course Richard Crenna is Rambo, and you see Rambo versus the Dirty Dozen fighting each other. Eventually Richard Crenna wins, and at some point they get on the boat, because there is a moment that all the bullhorns start to and it's yelling, alle Sohn an Operation, also eine große boat is signalized. Basically, it's yelling that they detected a new ship, a new cruise liner, and it wants to crash it. Now, Captain Ashland doesn't want that, so he goes to the deck. He can't. The steering wheel is. He can't use the steering wheel. He's shooting at it. It doesn't work. It's completely at route to the cruise liner the new cruise liner that he found, the ship. So he's going to the engine room, trying to destroy the engine, and basically he gets steam in his face, and he falls between the metal wheels, and his face is basically cracked open like a melon. So what happens is Trevor Marshall and his family is being picked up by a helicopter, and you see the cruise liner going again towards a cruise ship and destroying it and at full speed, and then it still is without any scrape, is still scouting the sea. So the movie for me gets a 5.5. Like I said, it gets 4.8. The reason why I like this is Richard Crenna's character and George Kennedy's character is really good. Nick Mancuso's character is also good. The family is good. Laurie is also good. There's no bad character in mind. Even the comedian is good. He's trying to help, right? But the problem was he was there for the comedic relief, but he gets killed off fairly quickly. Very good movie. The ship itself is creepy. The hallways are tight. There's this ominous feeling of dread. Everything is in German. There's spider webs over it. The fact that they see Nazi symbols, that they know they're not on a usual ship. It's great. It's a great movie. I can only recommend it. Don't listen to the points. Please listen to my points. Give it a watch. If you don't like it, you've seen it. Okay. I don't like to. Haunting horror isn't my favorite genre. Like body horror isn't my favorite genre too. Slashers and found footage and creature features. But this one I really like. The ship being the ghost and then a German Nazi ghost, which is creepy on its own. When it's screaming in German language, that it's made clear, everybody made clear, go to the deck, we found another ship, we can destroy, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So, gets a thumbs up, watch it, give it a chance, subscribe, see you next time. Bye. Oh, that's the ship.